The street is silent. No hum of generators, no radios. You move through a wash of broken glass and empty storefronts, and the only thing that follows you is everything you've done, and not done, every day before the lights went out. Not bullets, not blades. Your habits will betray you. You think survival is about stockpiles and steel. It's partly that. But in the end, you will rely on a body that's either ready or soft. 7 ordinary daily habits will decide whether you walk away or you don't. I'm going to name them. I'll show you exactly how they fail you and give you a single, repeatable drill for each. 2 minutes or less. Do these every day. Fix the habits. Escape when it matters. If you want the 7-day plan to reverse these habits, subscribe and grab the checklist in the description below. Habit 1. Sitting all day. Weak legs, no base. What it looks like. You sit at work, you sit at home, you sit to game, and when the job is done, you sit to sleep. You don't use your legs for power or balance except to get from chair to chair. How it betrays you. Your legs and hips are the engine of force. The kinetic chain, feet to hips to core to shoulders, starts in the ground. Weak legs mean weak drive. You won't throw your weight into a shove. You won't bridge hard enough to roll an attacker. You'll be stuck on the bottom. You'll get tired faster and lose balance when pushed. Drill 60-90 seconds. Hip bridges. Lie on your back, feet flat, knees bent. Drive your hips up, squeeze the glutes. Hold 1 second, lower slowly. Do 20 controlled reps. Finish with 30 seconds of squat pulses. Feet shoulder width. Descend to a soft parallel, pulse 20 times. Micro anecdote. You try to stand up after a shove. Your legs fold like a collapsing scaffold. You hit pavement and the threat is already on top. Why it matters for escape. Legs get you vertical and moving away. Train them first. Habit 2. Over-reliance on tools. The death of imagination. What it looks like. Your training centers on gear, knife, gun, flashlight. You rehearse loading, cleaning, inventory. You rarely practice moving without the tool. How it betrays you. Tools fail. Batteries die. Ammunition runs out. If your body can't perform basic movement and balance without an aid, you become helpless the moment the tool is gone. Dependence narrows your options and slows your creativity under stress. Drill 90 seconds. Empty hand movement loop. Adopt a neutral stance, move forward, back, offline left, offline right. Each step deliberate. Combine with head movement, chin down, eyes scanning. Do this for 2 minutes silently, imagining a threat and creating space with foot placement, not with a device. Micro anecdote. The radio dies. You freeze because your muscle memory was all about switching to a gadget, not traveling offline. Why it matters for escape. Your body is the original tool. Make it reliable first. Habit 3. Bad hand structure. Broken fists. Broken fight. What it looks like. Relaxed wrist when you punch, thumb inside the fist, or hitting flat with an open hand with no alignment. You never check knuckles or wrist position. How it betrays you. Force transmitted through a bent wrist gets absorbed by the small bones in the hand. You injure yourself and lose your weapon. A broken or sprained hand is a fight stopper. Proper structure makes your strikes effective enough to create pain and space without power, while protecting your own joints. Drill 60 seconds. Knuckle check and impact posture. Make a fist with the thumb outside. Align index and middle knuckles, wrist straight. Practice light taps on a soft pad or heavy bag. 10 slow, structured taps focusing on alignment and follow-through. No power, only structure. Micro anecdote. You try to slap someone away, your wrist collapses and the attacker laughs. Your hand is swelling before you can breathe. Why it matters for escape. A usable hand lets you push, grab clothing, rip grips, and point yourself to the exit. Habit 4. Standing too tall. High center of gravity. Low survivability. What it looks like. You walk upright like a lamppost. Knees locked, chest high, back rigid. You favor long strides and straight legs. How it betrays you. A high center of gravity is easy to topple. Your balance window is narrow. Small, angular forces from a shove or trip will send you to the ground. And once you're down, you pay a steep price if you haven't trained to get up quickly. Drill, 60 seconds. Stance reset. Step into a fighting-ready stance. Feet shoulder width, knees soft. Weight balanced slightly forward on the balls of your feet. Drop your center by bending knees. Tighten the core. Hold for 30 seconds, then perform controlled light forward-backward shuffles for 30 seconds, keeping the low posture. Micro anecdote. Someone shoves you in a crowd. You pivot like a statue and go down. Why it matters for escape. Weight forward, knees soft, and you can drive, step, and turn. Keep your center low so you can move fast and stay on your feet. Habit 5. Blocking. Instead of redirecting, meeting force with force. What it looks like. Your instinct is to meet a shove with a block, a grab with a pull. You brace and absorb rather than change direction. How it betrays you. Blocking creates a collision. Collision burns energy and reduces options. Redirecting applies a small force at the right angle to make an attacker miss, then opens a lane. Good footwork is paired with redirection. Step behind the line of attack and use their momentum against them. Drill, 90 seconds. Shadow parry. Plus step off. Stand in stance, visualize incoming straight-line threats. Parry with an open hand, turning the forearm, not stopping the force, and step offline with the lead foot. Repeat left and right for 1 minute. Finish with 30 seconds of exaggerated step-behind footwork, moving around imaginary punches. Micro anecdote. You try to block a swinging arm. You eat the force, and your balance gives up. Why it matters for escape. Redirect. Don't collide. Create angles to leave. Habit 6. Ignoring the ground. No escape from the bottom. What it looks like. You avoid fall training. You can't scramble efficiently. You panic when you hit the ground. And you've never practiced bridging or transitioning to your feet. How it betrays you. The fight goes to the ground more than you expect. Without a practiced bridge and roll, you stay pinned. Without a fast technical rise, you remain vulnerable to kicks, grappling, or being restrained until help arrives, if help comes at all. Drill, 90-120 seconds. Bridge and roll rehearsal and scramble to feet. Lie on your back, feet flat and close to hips. Bridge, drive hips up hard and roll to one side, using the free leg to create space. Repeat 5 times each side slowly, focusing on hip drive and hand placement. Then practice the technical stand. From seated, post one hand, swing the opposite leg under, and stand without putting weight on hands. Do 5 quick stands. Micro anecdote. You end up under someone in an alley. You can't generate the hip torque to buck them off. Why it matters for escape. Getting vertical is the priority. The ground is survivable if you can move from it. Habit 7. Failing stress and breath training. Frozen. When it counts, what it looks like. Your default breathing is shallow, erratic. You avoid exposing yourself to controlled stress. You believe that if something happens, you'll just do it. How it betrays you. Adrenaline is real. It narrows vision, reduces fine motor control, and hijacks rational thought. If your nervous system isn't trained, you freeze, gasp, and lose the ability to execute even simple motor tasks. Breath is the lever you use to reset the body mid-crisis. Drill, 60-90 seconds. Box breathing, plus. High exertion reset. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4, repeat 4 cycles. Immediately do 30 seconds of bodyweight jumps or quick sprints in place, then return to a single cycle of box breathing to drop heart rate. Practice transitioning from high exertion to controlled breath. Micro anecdote. You hear boots behind you, your heart skips, you choke on breath, and your hands turn to rubber. Why it matters for escape. Breathing buys you clarity. Train it under stress so you can act when terror shows up. A quick demonstration of why these habits compound. Imagine your legs are your engine, your hips the transmission, your core the chassis, and your hands the interface. The kinetic chain transfers force from the ground through the hips and core into your hands. If your base is weak, your engine sputters. If your stance is high, your chassis tips. If your hands collapse, all the force leaks into broken bones. If you were taught to block into the force stops you. If you hit the ground and can't roll, Your chassis becomes a cage. If you can't breathe, the controls fail. Each habit alone costs you seconds and options. Together, they remove the exit. Do the math in a real moment. A shove, one bad step, a bent wrist, a halted breath. That's all it takes for an encounter to go sideways. Survivors stack small advantages: a lower stance, a stronger bridge, a calm breath, a proper knuckle. These are not heroic acts. They are mundane muscle memory practiced in spare minutes every day. Practical daily fixes, the micro drills repeated. Now take the 7 drills and turn them into a single 5-minute routine you can do every morning or before stepping out into town. Do them fast. Do them clean. The goal is habit formation, not exhaustion. 5-minute daily routine. Do every day. 0, 0, 1, 0. Hip bridge set and squat pulses. Build hip power and knee resilience. 10 slow bridges, then 30 squat pulses. 1, gyno, 2, gyno, empty hand movement loop. 2 30-second cycles of moving forward, out back and offline, keeping head movement and balance. 2 each 3 drills, knuckle check and structure taps. 10 firm, controlled taps on a soft surface focusing on wrist alignment, followed by 20 seconds of fist tension release. 3, 4 cheers, stance reset and light shuffles. Hold low stance for 20 seconds, then 40 seconds of short shuffles maintaining center low. 4 $5 4, bridge and roll plus box breathing combo. 2 controlled bridges and rolls per side, then 1 2-cycle box breathing to finish. Add 2 short extras when you can. 60 seconds of shadow parry and step off to maintain redirection feel, and a minute of high exertion jump sprint, then box breath once a day to inoculate stress. A few coaching notes and safety reminders. Every drill emphasizes control over aggression. You are training to create space and get away, not to escalate or injure. Practice strikes on pads or heavy bags only. Do not test impact on people. Use partners who know safety protocols. Legal and ethical reality. Use force only when there is a clear, immediate threat. Your priority is exit. Every technique should be viewed through the lens of escape. Adapt the drills to your body. If you have pre-existing injuries, consult a qualified trainer or clinician before performing explosive moves. The goal is function, not bravado. Short tactical integration. How to apply this under stress. You get surprised by a man stepping out of an alley. Your first move is not to punch overhand. It's to get your feet under you, drop your center, and create immediate space. If you've trained your empty hand movement, you step offline as your hands parry. If your knuckles are sound, you make a structured push to the shoulder to clear distance. If your breathing is trained, you don't freeze. You breathe out and move. If you hit the ground, a practiced bridge and roll gives you a path to scramble back to feet. These actions are not single heroic moments. They are the sum of small habits practiced a little every day. Why the daily approach beats the big weekend session. A 2-hour weekend class teaches you a lot, but habit formation happens in seconds repeated daily. The nervous system learns patterns through frequency. That's why these micro drills are designed to be short, consistent, and easy to repeat. 2 minutes, twice a day, beats sporadic 3-hour binges. You want your body to prefer the correct response even when the brain scrambles. Common excuses, and how to kill them. I don't have time. You have 5 minutes. Do the 5-minute routine on your way out the door. I'm not athletic. These drills are scalable. Do fewer reps. Focus on mechanics. I'll buy gear instead. Tools are secondary. A reliable body is the platform for anything else. A final, non-negotiable frame. Survival first ethics. Train to escape. Train to preserve life, including your own. The intent behind every drill is to create space and get away. Physical skill is a gravely practical thing. Used correctly, it prevents longer violence, not perpetuates it. If you cross a legal line in a chaotic environment, you create new dangers. Keep your decisions framed. Remove yourself and your people from harm. Wrap up and final checklist. You've heard 7 habits that betray: sitting and weak legs, over-reliance on tools, Poor hand structure, standing too tall, blocking over redirecting, ignoring groundwork, and failing breath stress training. Each has a short drill. Hip bridges, empty hand movement, knuckle checks, stance holds, shadow parry with step off, bridge and roll, and box breath under exertion. Do the 5-minute routine daily. Add the stress breathing and a short parry practice when you can. These habits compound. Neglect compounds faster. One last thing. If you want a printable 7-habit checklist and a 7-day habit reset to lock this into your routine, download the PDF linked below and join the 7-day challenge. Fix these small things now so they don't betray you when the lights go out. Go practice. Build redundancy into your body. Survive to get away.